Hi, McCabe. How are you?
I'm fine. The
Good.
newest alternative to e-cigarettes is now an industry that's rising at a rapid pace, and vaping shows no signs of slowing down. This trend is constantly changing, and some are finding it tough to keep up with it. Here with more on the vaping phenomenon is industry expert Scott Lesz from Haze Technologies. Hello, Scott. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, first, Scott, what do you think is the reason behind the growing popularity of vaping?
I think there's several factors. The first and foremost, I think the focus on health. Um, Vaporizing is a much safer alternative to smoking, so that's a big piece of it. The cost and expense. Cigarettes are up over $10 a pack, and there's studies out there that show that vaping can save you some dollars there, which is I think important to all of us. And then last is the social acceptance. It's becoming less and less, I guess, more and more difficult to find a place to find to smoke anymore, and the lingering smoke and everything else that goes along with that, and you don't get some of those things with the vaporizing.
Yes, absolutely. And then what exactly is a vaporizer, and tell us how does it work?
So vaporizers have actually been around since the 60s. They're more of a portable market that's kind of leaning towards now. Back in the 60s, it was something you might use at home. The analogy I like to use is a grill versus an oven. If you put a piece of meat on a grill, you leave it there long enough, it's going to burn, and with that burn is going to come smoke. With vaporizing, you're going to put it, it's more like an oven where you're maintaining that temperature regulation, and you're only extracting out the essential ingredients without adding all those carcinogens. So I think it's just, again, just healthier way to consume.
That's good to know. And then what is the difference between vaping and cigarette smoking or e-cigarette smoking?
So the e-cigs, you're going to see those mainly in gas stations. Those are entry-level devices that basically the user is more regulating that temperature. You probably have something like a button that heats a coil, and that user needs to understand when to let off that coil to prevent burning. And some of the other vaporizers out there have that temperature regulation built right into the device. And then there's a lot of other features, so build quality, battery longevity, and some other things that you can get with some of the vaporizers.
That's good to know as well. Now you explained some of the features of the vaporizers and even some of the benefits. Can you tell us if someone was interested in taking that up, what exact features should they be looking for?
Well, I first of all, I'll say do your own homework. There's a lot of selections out there. There's a lot of resources for information, a lot of forums. There's a lot of different features. So things like how many chambers do you want? If you've got multiple chambers, can you put in different material types in these chambers? How is it powered? Is it battery powered? Is that battery enclosed in the device, or is it separate, where you can add that, swap that battery in and out and charge it separately? Does it have any kind of canister system where you can load these things up in advance and swap them in and out on the fly when you're out and about? The temperature levels, the temperature range, how many different levels, build quality, what's it made out of, what's the warranty, how is the customer service for the company. There's a lot of different things that you need to consider to find the right experience for you, because there's really no one vaporizer out on the market that really suits it all. You have to find what is going to be most important for you.
Yes, absolutely. And then lastly, can you tell us where can people go to learn more?
There's a couple different places. There's a Facebook page out there called I Love Vaping, and there's a lot of great information on there, a lot of users that are sharing stories and experience. And then I work for Haze Vaporizers, so you can go on our website at hazevaporizers.com, and we've got a lot of information not only on our device but on vaporizing in general.
Great, thank you so much. And to learn more information about vaporizing, you can visit the I Love Vaping page on Facebook as well as www.hazevaporizing.com. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, Scott.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye. You too.